Hey guys. I can't believe that I'm making this video. Guys, can you believe I'm pregnant? Okay, so I'm gonna do a video about how I found out I was pregnant and all that good stuff, but I'm pregnant. So I'm pregnant. I can say it like a million times and still be in shock about it. Complete shock when I found out. So I have symptoms and let's just get into this video. So guys, these symptoms will be from 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks to 6 weeks. I'm 6 weeks and 4 days right now. My weeks roll over on Fridays. I did not think I was pregnant at all. I just take a test. It's like in my routine to take a test every day. And so I decided to take a test and I saw the faintest line and I lost my mind. I was like, wait, is that really a line or what's going on? And I've never had like any issues. Like when I took a test with Elijah, I was a lot more farther along. So the line came up right away. So this test came up super faint, which you guys saw in the live pregnancy test video. And so I just didn't believe it. I'm still in shock. The reason why I did take the test that morning is because I had missed my period in September, waiting to do my IUI. You need your period to start the medication for the IUI. So I'm just like, let me just take a test. I felt super bloated. My stomach felt kind of hard and I was just like, that's weird. And my nipples have been hurting. And that's like a new symptom recently since I've been taking the metformin when I get my period. So I'm just assuming my period's coming. Like I didn't think at all. Like guys, when I tell you I had no idea, I had no idea. Like not even a little bit. And the beginning of this month, which is October, it's so weird because when you guys see this, I don't think I'm announcing until like I'm way farther along, just to make sure and you'll understand why. Let's just get into symptoms. I don't know what weeks I was when all these symptoms happened, but there's a lot from 2 to 6 weeks, like until today. So, sore boobs. My boobs aren't sore right now, it's just my nipples, but like in the beginning I did have sore boobs. Bloated and gassy, hard stomach, headaches. They like come and they're the worst, and I'm the type of pregnant person that doesn't take any medication. Like when I was pregnant with Elijah, if you guys have been with me for that long, if not, if you want to go back and see those and compare, I didn't take anything for being sick and I threw up every day of my pregnancy with him. I've been peeing a lot, which is a lot different from last time. I remember peeing when I drank something. Like as soon as I drank something, of course, like I'd have to pee, but not just randomly. Now I have to pee like every 25 minutes, it feels like. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I do have to pee a lot. And I was a little crampy too, which is so funny because I was crampy with my last pregnancy and I swore my period was coming, and that's what I thought now too. And a little nauseous, not anything at all. And I'm just like, you know, this was like in the beginning when I first found out, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm not nauseous. So that made me nervous because I was like, I just know I'm gonna be nauseous. Like I just know I'm gonna be sick because of how sick I was last time. I was like, I'm gonna be sick. And nope, not yet. And not in the beginning, at least. And if you can't tell, shortness of breath. Like I'm very short of breath and it's just crazy. I'd say that was from like 2 to like 4 weeks maybe, because when I got like to 5 and 6, like to like now, I'm so nauseous all the time, guys. Like that's what I get for talking crap, saying I wasn't nauseous, because now I'm sick all the time. I threw up twice. If you guys watched a previous video, it was when G did the nightmare burger from Burger King. We all had Burger King that night. I threw that up the next day. I was pregnant then. So very nauseous, still bloated, very bloated. The headaches, and then like my boobs, not sore anymore, but the nipples are very sore. Like so sore, but I feel like they're gonna fall off. And I don't remember that at all when I was pregnant with Elijah. Like, I look back at my old pregnancy videos, and I was 10 weeks when I started, but I had knew for much farther along, but I was just trying to, you know, get the courage to start a YouTube channel. But I said that my boobs hurt, but not my nipples. And when I tell you, like, hurt, like wearing this bra right now for this video, they hurt. And then I started getting super dark tests, like really dark, darker than the control line, and I started to feel better. When I first found out, it was October 9th, and I went to the doctor's that Friday, and when I got my beta back, it was only 90. And according to my period, I should have been way farther along. So it made me really scared because my beta was only 90 and it should have been higher. For I think around that time I should have been at least like 8 weeks, and it was I wasn't that far along. And I'm trying to tell my doctors, like, and I wasn't seeing my OBGYN, I was seeing the nurse practitioner, which, you know, she's cool and everything. She just I felt like wasn't listening to me at first, and I was trying to tell her, you know, I don't think I'm as far along as you guys think, because my periods are really kind of crazy, and, you know, even though they've been more regular recently, it's still kind of, you know, crazy. And so she was like, okay, well, we'll like keep testing. So it kept on doubling. Like, it went to I think the next, we had to do another test, and it went to, I think 5 something, and then it went to like 9,000. Like, it kept like tripling, quadrupling. So I think everything's cool now. But I did have an ultrasound, and I go to this ultrasound, and I'm super scared. I don't know, I was just so nervous because it took me a long time to get pregnant, and then all of a sudden I get pregnant by myself as soon as I have an IUI scheduled for next month. And so I was just super nervous, and I mean, I still am, but that's where my nerves came from. So I went to my ultrasound, and I had to have been about 3 weeks, I think, and she just saw my gestational sac. There was no baby yet, and I was hysterical because I didn't know what that meant. And I like kept saying, like, I wish I didn't know what an ultrasound looked like. Like, I wish I didn't know what to look for, because as soon as I saw that it was empty, I started freaking out. And this is what bothered me too. The ultrasound tech, she didn't want to do a transvaginal ultrasound. She just did a abdominal one. And I just feel like if she had did a transvaginal one, maybe you would have seen something, and she just like refused to do it. So that kind of just like bummed me out, because I was just like freaking out, and I didn't know, I didn't want to get too excited, and it was really scary, you know. So when I got my numbers back and they kept on doubling, I was really, you know, happy about that. And then I started to have a little bit of heartburn, but I haven't had any like today. I had some yesterday, and but not like really bad, and I'm still short of breath. And so I've had a couple food aversions, which is crazy to me. Like, we would eat pizza. I don't want pizza. I don't want anything that I normally ate at all. And I'm kind of addicted to Wawa. And it's bad because I really, you know, I should be chilling out. I don't want to gain too much this pregnancy. You know, I just lost all that weight, so I don't want to gain a whole bunch back. Yeah, so I've only thrown up twice so far this pregnancy, and I'm gonna say that's good, because if you guys can remember, I keep saying that, but you probably don't remember. I don't know if you guys have been with me since I was pregnant with Elijah, but I threw up every single day with him. Like, if it wasn't every single day, it was every other day. So it's a little strange for me right now. But one of the times when my doctor called back to tell me my numbers, she also told me that my iron was low, and that I have beta thalassemia minor. I'm not gonna get like into it too much, but it's like a low iron genetic trait, kind of, I think, from my understanding, and it could be passed on to the baby. So they wanted me to do some, you know, extra genetic testing for that. But I just don't understand how my iron is so low when, since April, I've been taking, you know, my prenatal with iron in it, and I haven't skipped a day. Like, I've been taking it. So I don't know. But she said, you know, just continue taking it, try to eat more iron rich foods, and I've been trying to do that as much as I can, but you know, I just get really nauseous just thinking about food right now. I feel like I'm gonna gag. But so yeah, but so then guys, I had an ultrasound today and I got to see my little baby. I'll show you guys the ultrasound picture. I went into this appointment so nervous. I was so scared. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, like, is there gonna be a baby there? Like I don't know. So I lay down on the bed and she's like, let's just do it's a different lady. And she's like, it's the same hospital, but different lady. And she's like, let's just do an abdominal one right now. So I'm like, okay. So lift up my shirt, roll down my pants, and she, you know, looks, and I'm looking at the screen and I don't see anything yet. I just see my gestational sac and I'm like, okay, Tasha, like, just make peace with it. Like, it is what it is. Like, if it happens, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, that's just kind of what I was trying to tell myself to prepare myself. And I close my eyes tight, like I'm looking at the screen and I don't see anything. So I close my eyes tight and I'm just laying there, like, and I think I was holding my breath by accident. And she's like, okay, so there's baby. She's like, you can look at the screen. She's like, are you okay? And I look, instant freaking tears. And she's like, is this a planned pregnancy? Like, are you excited? And I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'm so sorry about crying. And she's like, oh, it's okay. She's like, we get it all the time. And I was just like, you know, my last ultrasound, I'm just explaining. She's like, oh yeah, I see. You're only like 3 or 4 weeks here. She was like, so, you know, it was really too early to see anything trans-abdominal. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, I asked for a vaginal and whatever. And so I saw my little baby. I even saw the heartbeat, and it was, I feel like I'm about to cry right now. I saw a little heartbeat and it was 147. So I'm gonna cut that out what I just said. But I just said the gender that I think it is. I don't know yet, but I got a really strong feeling when I was there of like what the gender was gonna be. So anywho, the baby's heart rate was 147, and the ultrasound tech said that was really good for 6 weeks. And so yeah, like, that's where we're at right now. We feel super blessed, super happy. Elijah is so excited. You guys saw by now, you saw me telling him he's so excited. He already has a feeling of what he thinks the baby is. And it's just so cute to see him so excited. Everybody says, you know, it'll happen on God's timing and stuff like that. And I know that's true. It's just hard to hear when you've been trying for so long. Like, you kind of don't want to hear it because you know that. And hearing it over and over again from people who just don't understand, who haven't, you know, experienced like secondary infertility or infertility at all. It's just hard to hear over and over again. And I know it was in God's timing. And you can just see it, because Elijah, if he was like any younger, he probably wouldn't be able to appreciate it as much as he is now. He's so happy. I'm so excited. A lot of you guys have been messaging me, excuse me, asking where we are and asking how we are, and I really appreciate it. You do not know how much we appreciate it. And I just want to let you guys know that we appreciate you guys, we love you guys, and thank you for going through this whole journey with us. And I'm just so excited to share this journey with you guys. I'm not gonna do a belly shot right now because I feel like I do have a belly, but it's just bloat, so I'm just not gonna show it right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Now that I have this big one out of the way, I will be doing weeks together, like 2 weeks at a time. So the next video you'll see is 7 to 8 weeks, and then 9 to 10 weeks, and then 11 to 12 weeks. Did I say that right? Yeah. I hope you guys understand why I waited so long, and I don't want you guys to be like upset and think that I was like lying to you or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.